is River, and I'm here with Lesson 70 from A Course in Miracles. Lesson 70 is, my salvation comes from me. My salvation comes from me. All temptation is nothing more than some form of the basic temptation not to believe the idea for today. Salvation seems to come from anywhere except from you. So too does the source of guilt. You see neither guilt nor salvation as in your own mind and nowhere else. When you realize that all guilt is solely an invention of your mind, you also realize that guilt and salvation must be in the same place. In understanding this, you are saved. The seeming cost of accepting today's idea is this. It means that nothing outside yourself can save you. Nothing outside yourself can give you peace. But it also means that nothing outside yourself can hurt you or disturb your peace or upset you in any way. Today's idea places you in charge of the universe, where you belong because of what you are. This is not a role that can be partially accepted, and you must surely begin to see that accepting it is salvation. It may not, however, be clear to you why the recognition that guilt is in your own mind entails the realization that salvation is there as well. God would not have put the remedy for the sickness where it cannot help. That is the way your mind has worked, but hardly his. He wants you to be healed, so he has kept the source of healing where the need for healing lies. He wants you to be healed, so he has kept the source of healing where the need for healing lies. You have tried to do just the opposite, making every attempt, however distorted and fantastic it might be, to separate healing from the sickness for which it was intended, and thus keep the sickness. Your purpose was to ensure that healing did not occur. God's purpose was to ensure that it did. Today we practice realizing that God's will and ours are really the same in this. God wants us to be healed, and we do not really want to be sick because it makes us unhappy. Therefore, in accepting the idea for today, we are really in agreement with God. He does not want us to be sick, neither do we. He wants us to be healed, so do we. We are ready for 2 longer practice periods today, each of which should last some 10 to 15 minutes. We will, however, still let you decide when to undertake them. We will follow this practice for a number of lessons, and it would, again, be well to decide in advance when would be a good time to lay aside for each of them, and then adhering to your own decisions as closely as possible. Begin these practice periods by repeating the idea for today. And then add a statement signifying your recognition that salvation comes from nothing outside of you. So, to begin, let us close our eyes. Just close our eyes and just let everything go and really be here in this moment. Feel yourself settle into your breath, watching it move through your body, feeling it go in through the nose or the mouth, down the throat, into your belly and lungs, and then releasing it. Notice as you breathe deeper, your shoulders relax. You might feel a relaxation in the head. Now we're going to say these words. My salvation comes from me. It cannot come from anywhere else. allow some of the external places where you've looked for salvation in the past, either in a relationship, some kind of success in a job, or family success, intellectual success, feeling some kind of validation in the world outside of you, validating you, and how that allows some of those actual situations and like places and people, relationships, allow them to cross your mind. And then as they do, tell yourself, my salvation cannot come from any of these things. My salvation comes from me and only me. And then feel deep into your heart the truth of these words. Feeling that the source of healing is where the need, the desire to go out and seek for it outside of you, the source, the answer, right where you turn outward, it's right there inside you, right in that fearful place that you don't want to sit in, you don't want to be alone in. Just meet that place inside of you with tenderness, compassion, love. Maybe restating the lesson. My salvation comes from me and only me. And say it with a little more assertion. My salvation comes from me and only me. My salvation comes from me and only me. Really believing your words. Notice any sensations in your body as you say that. My salvation comes from me and only me. And we're going to just sit in some silence for a few minutes. As we sit in this silence, so you might want to restate the idea. And if anything is coming into your mind, remind yourself, my salvation cannot come from any of these things that are coming into my mind. My salvation comes from me and only me. You can make that a mantra. My salvation comes from me and only me. Just repeat that in your mind if you'd like. It doesn't suggest that. That's just a way to kind of keep your mind from wandering and reminding yourself why you're sitting here. Maybe feel your heart expand out. And feel the light pouring into your heart from a place deep inside of you. Allow that light to pour out and expand all around your body. Picture yourself sitting in a big, maybe an egg sphere, a sphere of light. And it's growing and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. As that source of healing pours out through your heart. And out and out and out, coming from within to out. You are the salvation for yourself. You are who you've been looking for. You are what you seek. Feeling that light and that love. Noticing where you're feeling sensations in the body. Any kind of relaxation. And allow yourself to feel the light. Welcome it. Embrace it. Know that you deserve to be in it, as it's who you are. It's what you're made of. It's your spirit. You are that love. You are the love that loves you. And see all of the times that you've been hugged or you've hugged someone. That love has always been inside of you. The love you've received in a hug and the love you've given. It always was inside of you. You never needed that hug. You were the hug. You were the giver and the receiver. It's all one. My salvation comes from me and only me. I hug myself. When someone else hugs me, I'm hugging myself. When I hug someone, I'm hugging myself. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, I could have sat here a lot longer, but I'm trying to keep this to 10 to 15 minutes. I might do some longer practice periods here, as they're saying that they're getting longer, 10 to 15 minutes, because I really enjoy sitting in this energy and just speaking out, all of the words that are coming to me, course related material, and just how I'm processing and healing myself through this workbook. So it's really nice just to sit down. Thanks for joining me. Wishing you a wonderful rest of your day or night, and lots of love in your life. Lots of hugs, even the hugs that you feel internally. Take care.